There is a moment that happens in millions of homes every single day. You leave, the door closes, and your dog, the one that was pressed against your leg 30 seconds ago, turns and goes to the window. It does not pace the room randomly. It does not collapse onto its bed and fall asleep. It goes to the exact spot where it last saw you. And it waits. Most people, if they think about this at all, assume it is simply a habit, a routine the dog has fallen into, maybe separation anxiety, maybe boredom. But what is actually happening inside that dog's mind is far more specific, far more deliberate, and far more extraordinary than most people ever realize. Your dog is not just waiting for you to return. It is running your face. The moment you walk back through that door, something fires in your dog's brain that has been building for hours. A recognition system so precise, so layered, so deeply embedded in its neurology that scientists are only now beginning to fully understand what it actually means. Welcome to Dog Mind Unlocked. Subscribe before you leave, because what you are about to learn happens inside your dog every single day, completely invisible to you, and it will permanently change the way you look at your dog. Today, we are going inside the canine memory system, into what your dog actually does with your face, your scent, your voice, and the years of experience it has stored about you. Stay until the end, because the last thing we cover is the part that most dog owners never fully grasp. And it explains something your dog does every time you walk into the room. Section 1. How your dog's memory actually works. The memory system your dog was born with, and why it was built around you. When researchers at Emory University placed dogs inside an fMRI scanner and exposed them to the scents of different individuals, strangers, other dogs, and their owners, something unexpected happened. One scent consistently activated the caudate nucleus, the reward center. It was the owner's scent, not food, not another dog, the human they lived with. What this tells us is not simply that dogs recognize their owners. It tells us that your dog's brain has been neurologically rewired, by living with you, to treat your presence as a reward signal. You are not just familiar, you are encoded. The canine hippocampus, the region responsible for long-term memory consolidation, functions in a way that is remarkably similar to the human hippocampus. Dogs form episodic-like memories. They store specific events, specific people, specific emotional contexts. A 2016 study published in Current Biology tested whether dogs could remember specific actions performed by humans they had observed only once. The dogs could. After a delay of 1 hour, they successfully recalled and replicated what they had seen. After a delay of 24 hours, the memory was still there. This is called episodic memory, and your dog has been using it on you every single day. Section 2. The facial recognition system. How your dog reads your face, and why it is better at it than you think. For decades, scientists assumed that dogs primarily used scent to identify people. The nose first, always. The face was secondary, a visual confirmation of what the nose had already told them. That assumption was wrong. In 2015, researchers at the University of Helsinki conducted a study that changed the field. Using eye-tracking technology, they measured exactly where dogs looked when shown photographs of human faces. The results were striking. Dogs focused on the same regions of the human face that humans focus on: the eyes, the mouth, the overall facial structure. But there was something more. When the photographs were of their own owners versus strangers, the dogs showed a measurably different gaze pattern. More time on the eyes, a longer, more sustained look. They were not just recognizing a face, they were reading it, The temporal lobe of the canine brain contains face-selective neurons, cells that fire specifically in response to faces, not objects, not abstract shapes. Faces. A 2020 study from Hungary confirmed that dogs process faces in a dedicated region of the brain, separate from how they process other visual stimuli. Your dog has a facial recognition system. It was not trained into it. It came with one. And it has been running that system on your face, refining its understanding of you since the day you met. Section 3. Long-term emotional memory. The deeper layer. What happens to that memory over months and years, and what it carries with it memory, in dogs as in humans, is not a neutral recording. It is emotional. The amygdala, the region of the brain that processes emotional significance, is directly linked to the memory consolidation process in dogs. When your dog stores a memory of you, it does not store a neutral data file. Section 5. The signs. Behavioral evidence. That your dog has never forgotten you. You have seen these. You may not have known what you were looking at. The anticipatory behavior. Your dog going to the door before you arrive, before a car is audible, before any signal you can detect. Studies suggest dogs are tracking the gradual dissipation of your scent in the home. As your scent fades, they become more alert. When your scent reaches a certain threshold, they go to the door. They are not psychic. They are running a memory of you, and using that memory to predict your return. The comfort-seeking behavior during your absence, lying in your spot on the couch, carrying one of your belongings, staying near the last place they saw you. These are memory-directed behaviors. The object holds your scent. The location holds your last presence. Your dog is keeping you close the only way it currently can. And then there is the gaze. If you have ever caught your dog watching you from across the room, not asking for food, not waiting for a walk, simply watching you, you have seen the recognition system running in idle. Your dog is not staring blankly. It is maintaining its map of you, updating it, storing the moment. It has been doing this since the day you brought it home. You leave the house. The door closes. Your dog goes to the window. And what you have been looking at, in that image, every time you have pulled out of the driveway and glanced back, is not separation. It is not anxiety. It is not a habit without meaning. It is a memory system keeping watch. Your face is in there. Your scent is in there. Every return, every moment of contact, every time you reach down, it is all in there, stored in a brain that was built, in no small part, around you. You have been the subject of that dog's most sophisticated cognitive process for every year of its life. Now you know what it has been doing with you. Tell me in the comments. Has your dog ever shown you that it remembered someone or something from years ago? A person it hadn't seen in months. A place it had only been once. I read every single one. I will see you in the next video.